Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clay, and we are back in the studios of Industry City, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
Hey, yo, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, smash all the buttons one time. I'm a little excited because, we ain't been here like 2 weeks, so I'm a little excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hyped.
I see. I like your energy.
Big Chris.
Yes.
Yo, man, can you tone it down a little bit?
I'm going to try,
man?
kid. I'm going to try.
Shit.
Try.
I got
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you. How you feeling today?
Are you glad the NBA season's over?
I'm not glad that it's over. I'm glad the Pacers didn't win it though.
That's crazy.
No, that's sports hate, man. It's good.
Of course, that's what sports is all about. Heat.
No, yes,
exactly.
What do you mean it's not?
No, it's not.
It's 100% about
Exactly.
Heat.
being a
team
fan?
that's not your team.
Yeah, of course.
Our conference
not.
lost,
You gotta
though,
hate
kid.
somebody.
We represent the East, kid.
Bro. No, you don't. You
Yes.
really don't
our
have
confidence.
You do.
to. You don't have to.
Dirk, I can't repeat what you
No,
said.
so wait, hold on. Wait. So
If you don't have a team, you can't actually be a fan if you don't have
That's
a
not
team
true.
that you hate.
exactly.
You gotta have a
bro.
team you hate.
that
You
goes
gotta
on-
have a
That's not
player
It goes
you
on
hate.
in every stadium.
That is
Yo.
not
When
true.
they're in the stadium yelling flopper
Yeah.
and doing all of that, the stadium even gives you those clappers. They put people in front of the
Yeah.
basket so that you don't make
This
shots.
all
If it wasn't
sounds
about
good.
hate,
This
then,
all sounds good, but
then
no,
everybody
it's not.
everybody would quiet down
Yo,
when
it's
the
like-
opposing
That has
team
nothing
went
to
to
do
shoot
with
a free
hate.
throw.
That has
They'd be
nothing
like,
to do with
quiet down now.
That has nothing to do with hate, bro.
Yes.
Yo, Dirk.
That's
Don't.
everything.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing, bro?
I'm good. How you feeling,
I
guys?
know you're happy.
Let's leave it at that.
I was definitely
Nah.
rooting for the Thunder to win. Let's put it like that.
Nah, say what you said off camera, bro. Say what you said off camera, bro.
Nah, my brother.
We won't let that happen, Dirk. We got your back.
man.
I don't know why
Joe.
Poddick's trying to snitch, man.
Big Chris,
Yes.
the Thunder look very good, right?
Yes.
Before Halliburton got hurt, which we're going to talk about later,
Okay.
how do you think the game was going to go?
I think it would have been a closer game.
Yeah.
For sure. But I mean, listen, like you said, it's all hypothetical moving forward. Once he went down, we don't know what would have happened after that. But at that point, the score was 16-16 when he went down. So I think it would have been a good game.
Yeah, everybody that tears their Achilles always seem to come out hot, right?
Yeah.
And then
That's it.
KD,
Tatum.
all start off hot. And
Yeah.
then the Achilles just gives away, kid.
Yeah.
Rudeness.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
Listen, man, at the end of the day, the team that won was a team that was
team you
supposed to
rooting
win, kid.
That's what you was rooting for?
Yeah, I was
Just said what you rooting for.
I was rooting for OKC, right? I mean, I did have like certain emotions about like certain players on Indiana, like Siaka, Miles Turner. I would have been glad if he won because I think he's been on the team maybe 10 years, so it would have been nice to see him win a chip. But at the end of the day, OKC was the best team, man, and they proved it. Whether it took 6 games or 7 games, they got your job done, man. They were the best team all season. They got the league's MVP on their squad. I mean,
most
like,
of the season.
and so at the end of the day, they were supposed to win, and they took care of business.
True that.
Period.
Right. Brother O.
There was no way I was rooting for OKC.
No
Tell
way.
you that. No way. I wish Halliburton would have scored 2 more points in that game 4, man. That was the series right there. Game 4 was horrible.
that
But
was
yeah,
it.
I got nothing for OKC. I don't care about any player on that squad.
Nothing?
Not nothing.
Nothing, kid?
I can't even say I hate him or really was rooting against him. I just got nothing. I got no attachment to anybody on that squad.
You have no emotional
value to any one player on that squad.
Wow.
So I rooted for. I was rooting for Indiana because I had nothing to root for in OKC.
All right. Brother P. What do you think about the game? You had OKC?
I had them winning.
All right.
I had them winning all season.
The whole season?
Yeah.
I gotta rewind that, bro.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying to argue. I was trying to make me argue with Chris and H2O about the Knicks. We talking about the Knicks more than OKC. I don't understand it, but
We're gonna
you
talk
know,
about them now though, because I think they went under the radar.
ain't nothing to really talk about.
I don't know if they went under the
But
radar.
why,
don't
why
really
is
talk
that though?
about.
Why is that they don't
Because
have anything to talk about when it comes
Because-
to OKC?
nobody cares about nobody cares about the team. Like, I'll be lying if I'm gonna sit here and act like I have a big I don't got nothing. To
That's
say.
what I'm saying.
I
got-
don't. I
That's
Not
didn't
for
care.
one, not even one
You feel me?
player.
Like,
That's a lot, though.
I was watching.
A lot of people feel the same way. They don't.
Yeah, because who?
There's nothing.
This is the downside of having small market teams in the finals. Nobody really are fans of this team outside of their locations.
And maybe Seattle.
So it's just like, no, I don't give a fuck. Like it. I like the players on OKC, but do I care if they win? No. And this is why I was saying. This is what I was saying about hate in sports. Man. Hate in sports isn't real to me because all I have to do is focus on who I'm rooting for. I don't put no energy into anything else. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like we talk about the Knicks because I'm literally trying to tell y'all what's gonna happen, and y'all fight me and basically act like it's not gonna happen.
Well,
and then when it happens,
Chris fights you.
yeah, and then when it happens,
You gotta be
and then
clear
when it
about that.
happens, Chris is gonna sit here and when I see him, he'll like, you don't think he still made the finals about the Knicks. I haven't seen Chris in a week. I didn't see Chris in a week, and he made the finals about the Knicks.
What'd he say? I was there when he asked you that.
He's like, you don't think different about the Knicks losing to Indiana? No.
I don't think anybody here is buying that one.
No.
Listen,
No,
everybody.
I say it made it look worse.
I don't
No.
I don't care, bro. Good basketball had the potential to be played. There was moments where it was entertaining, but what happened? What was supposed to happen happened. It just took longer than I expected.
Exactly. That's
I
it.
think
They almost blew that. So would it have been a big failure for OKC to lose?
Would it have been a big failure?
without a
doubt. Tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
without
also
a
feel
doubt.
like now they have overachieved because you guys talked about prematurely like retiring somebody's jersey. Shea
Oh.
he gets his jersey retired, bro.
nah,
But
man.
that's because
He's
of
the
that's,
best- he's
but that's
the best
because of
thunder
what he
ever.
accomplished, though. That's because
He's the best
he
thunder
did what
ever.
only 3 other players have ever done, which is MVP.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
Oh, that's not,
I'm
but
basically
what I'm
talking
saying,
about-
But that's why they're saying that they're trying to say his greatness now. He's great because of
They
that.
push all this
Because
Nah,
of,
he
No,
still
they
got
don't
more
push that.
basketball to play.
I'm
Yeah.
just making fun of the franchise. I'm saying
I think
that
NBA
franchise don't got
Yeah.
nothing outside of that.
I think
He
NBA
retired his
keeps
jersey, bro.
NBA
Yeah.
keeps making this mistake by trying to push these cats to stardom when they didn't even earn half of the stuff they should have.
Absolutely.
Yo, this is crazy.
I want to talk about their style of basketball, but there's this thing about OKC where they so underwhelming that they don't get the attention, bro. Like you don't care.
No.
You don't care. Like you can't even build a hate towards them. That's how cool
can't now.
they are, right?
I
These
can't now
cats
that
is
they
young,
won.
successful, cool. There's nothing to even be mad at them about,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That's not good for sports, bro. We need to hate. Hate
Yes.
needs to be involved,
Yes.
Well, listen, this is why I think the
you
hate's
see,
gonna come in at.
You lost me.
This is what I
lost
think
me.
the hate coming at. Like if
Hate's
they win multiple chips and people are not understanding why they winning,
Then
like
they
their
stupid.
teams are getting close, then the hate's gonna come. So this is their first chip. So
bro.
let's
Like
give it
Golden
time.
State, right? It happened to them
Pretty much.
after a while.
Pretty much, this is their first chip.
Or
so,
they hate them because they keep winning.
yeah. So
So-
if they win next year, then I can see the hate start developing because people are not understanding why they're winning.
Yo,
Motives make sense to hate. There's no motive to hate. Like what are we rooting against?
I'm
Them winning.
I'm gonna make
That's
it up.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it up.
Somebody
Yo,
was gonna
SGA's
win, and somebody was
braids
gonna lose.
pissing me off.
Y'all knew.
SGA's braids. Something. I'm making it up.
But you know what that sound like? You know, that sounds like pulling for straws.
Yeah, yeah.
It don't-
I love SGA. What's up, Dirk?
There's some kind of rhetoric about SGA and foul baiting or whatever. I've been seeing that on the internet a little bit. That
Oh man,
he's just always looking for fouls.
he did
Yeah,
what
he does.
He did what
half the
Dwayne
league,
Wade.
though,
was
yo.
Yeah, the
getting
whole
in
goddamn
that
league be
first
looking
chip.
for
Yeah,
fouls,
that's
man. Nah,
everybody.
they can't play that shit on Shea, kid.
Yeah,
Fuck out
that's-
of here.
Did he
Everybody
average the
in the
same
league
amount of
does
free
that.
throws during the finals?
No,
No.
It went down.
because they
Right?
talked about it, so they
Yeah,
were
but
like, "Nah, we're not gonna give him." Yo, your man had 10 free throws in the first quarter in one game, son, in the playoffs. Come on, man. 10 free throws?
Yeah, he was driving.
No, he wasn't. Wasn't driving to the basket. 10 free. It's hard. That's hard to watch.
10
That's
free throws?
difficult to watch when your man, he's doing the push off and they calling a foul on the other dude. That's crazy, man. I don't
Yo.
understand that. But hold on, I'm sorry, real quick. But the refs, I remember the NBA was talking about doing something for this whole flopping shit because we saw this shit with Harden.
Right?
They didn't do anything, son. They didn't find anybody. They didn't do anything. They just keep flopping.
playing.
It drives up points because you
Yeah, I
get
think
free
what
throws.
happened was that the games are looking so good and so competitive. They just like, all right, we like this brand
Let
of
it rock.
basketball, bro. Let's let it rock. Through
Yeah,
the whole
but the
playoff.
refs are sometimes keeping these cats in the game from the foul calls they're doing. So that I don't know, man.
I like it, man. What's the other kid? Williams, Jalen Williams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's key because
He's the truth. Yeah.
he played consistent because especially last year playoffs.
Yeah, what he
man
does
was
with
a
the
no-
offhand is craziness, bro. He creates that separation with this hand when he drives all the time,
Yeah,
and they never call it.
Nope.
Yo, shout out to Hartenstein, kid. He
Word up.
played.
Yeah,
He
former
was
Nick,
doing
Chris,
his thing
Scott.
before
No
Nick,
doubt.
kid. Like we can't shit on him, kid. Like,
I don't think anybody was.
nah, but I'm saying, like I don't want people to forget that he was a Nick and the Nick had him, kid. And they fucked
You
up
said
with
we
that
can't
trade,
shit on
kid.
him?
That shit.
What
shit
he
on him.
do?
They didn't
Huh?
trade him. They
What
just
he
couldn't
do?
afford.
I mean, like
they couldn't
he
afford to resign him.
he was good defensively. I don't know how much offense he provided. He didn't provide a lot of
Provide-
offense.
Hard-
You talking about Harden?
Hartenstein,
In which game are you referring to?
this last game,
Really?
he had like 3 blocks.
Hardenstein.
Yeah.
I don't know what game you watched.
Yo, he
had three
played
blocks?
impactful games, man. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Not game 7. It was Chet.
He was all right.
Don't do that, man.
Well, he played
He played
overall.
the
No,
series.
overall, he
Yeah,
played
the
a
whole
good. He
series.
played a
Yeah,
good
come
series.
on,
He
man.
played overall. He did.
Come on, man. What am I saying?
he did.
You hate that. You hate Hardenstein now, man.
I don't hate him.
No,
What did he do
yo,
last game?
he didn't do nothing. He didn't do
What
nothing.
did he do last
I mean,
game?
he had a
Did he do
What did he
anything?
do last game?
he had 7 points.
No,
No?
I did. Like,
I'm
what-
saying,
that's
listen,
enough for him. That's
Yeah,
enough.
nine
Yo,
rebounds,
nine
four
rebounds.
P,
assists,
I'm
7
saying
points.
overall in the whole season he did nothing.
I didn't say he did
That's-
nothing.
no, I know, but
you
that's not what I'm asking
You
you.
saying it like he was the X factor.
And he had
No,
two
no,
blocks.
no,
didn't say
all
that.
I'm saying
he
is,
literally just said
all I'm
that,
saying
bro.
is he contribute. That's what I'm saying.
He contributed
Everybody
more.
did.
No, but we're
Not
saying he's
Alex
contributed
Caruso
more
did.
than he
No,
did
no,
while
Alex
he was on the
Caruso
Knicks.
did,
You know who didn't contribute? The players that didn't play.
All right. Okay.
So he contribute.
Facts, all facts today. son.
But I was
That's
telling Chris,
saying nothing.
I was telling Chris that yesterday. I think I was talking to Chris. Like, yo, we seen Hardenstein on the Knicks. Just hog up space. In OKC, he got the little shot put, rebound. They give him the ball to actually do something. They get motion for him to actually get a shot off. In the Knicks, there was none of that.
What about
So that's a bad Tibbs.
Toppin?
Oh, Topper had a good series, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
Topper had a very good series.
yeah, he did.
especially game 4. Even though they
Caruso,
lost.
Caruso did his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, here's the next question. Is OKC the next dynasty?
No.
No.
One and done?
Not one and done, but you gotta
One
see
and
how
done as a
teams
what?
look. There's
I think
supposed
so.
to be movement, they said. So
What kind?
players getting traded.
Oh, then that's where they gonna fuck up at.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
for
got-
OKC?
No, but they
I like-
can't
I-
afford them either.
Well, that's true.
They can't afford them.
well, then
Because
that's
Join
they
the
gotta
dynasty
keep
line.
they gotta keep SGA and Williams.
Right.
SGA about to make 80 mil a year right now.
You gotta keep Chet too, man.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Chet.
Unless-
I like Chet though.
yeah, but what if he takes a pay cut?
Don't.
Who?
NBA don't allow that.
No,
Who's taking a pay
Only
cut?
Jalen
If he
Brunson.
take a pay cut,
he can't take a pay cut to keep his team together.
he can. He's not going to.
No, the PA won't even allow that.
They're not. It's not even what they. He's not going. He's his own agent. Anytime somebody, bro, they taking everything they can get. He don't even want to pay an agent.
Well, he don't need an agent.
See,
If he
and this
don't
is
want
why.
to pay an agent, he is not gonna take a pay cut.
Yeah,
And this
he
is
don't
why
need
the
an agent.
league is in the state that they're in. Like,
What
it's
is-
not about chips, man. It's about fucking money.
What are you
Hey, listen.
talking
Because
about?
if it's about chips, right, he would take the pay cut to keep his team together.
You're saying words.
whoa.
That
No,
that is,
he wouldn't.
That is not true at all,
He
bro.
wouldn't.
Somehow we gotta try to do both, bro.
Yeah,
Talking about.
Not
Yo,
taking
yo,
no
you
cuts.
can't.
that's on the squad.
I'm the
bro.
hell-
Not taking no
Yo,
cuts,
who does
dog.
that? Who does both?
The
Tell me-
MVP.
Tell me a situation where like
Yo,
a player did both.
No, tell me a situation where the player took a cut.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson.
But he took a cut. Why? Because he'll make more money during the next one. So it's not necessarily a cut.
Well, it was
never a cut.
it was partially
good
though
favor,
also
though. Brunson
he
did for
wanted them to have enough money
Yeah.
to bring Bridges
Yeah, that's
in
not
also.
necessarily a
It
cut.
ain't a cut because he. Bro,
Yeah, it
he's-
wasn't a
he's
cut 'cause
gonna
he had-
get
yeah.
paid,
Yeah.
bro. That's number one, and then number two, when you think about a pay cut, remember he went from being underpaid, quote unquote,
To overpay.
to overpaid, and then
now back into underpaid.
It ain't nothing. It's always been and it always will be about money. This is their job, bro. You just
Absolutely.
told somebody that won the MVP, Finals MVP, take a pay cut. You're fucking crazy.
I'm saying to keep
We ain't
his
taking
team
no
Yeah,
cuts.
you're
We're
fucking
fucking
crazy.
zone, bro.
Nah. That's the responsibility of the franchise, GM, the owner, to do all that.
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
The
Get
league,
your bread, bro.
I'm not.
Rudy, the league just signed a $10 billion
on,
deal,
bro.
bro. Ain't
Now, wasn't it 7?
ain't no cuts.
17?
No
Yeah.
cuts.
Pay
No
cut.
cuts.
For what?
Yeah.
Chet, it'll be different if you're talking about Chet Holmgren taking a pay cut. Yeah, you could do that.
Well, he's locked in.
The
What, he
reason
got
why we
3 more
even
years?
talked about Jalen Brunson taking a pay cut is the shock of it. Because when does the best player take a pay cut?
No,
Never.
unless
There's ulterior motive.
Unless you getting paid under the table.
All right, Big Chris,
Yes, sir.
will OKC repeat in the next? All right, how many rings are gonna win in the next 3 years?
In the next 3 years?
Yes.
All Knicks, right?
Nah.
No chips, all Knicks.
Aside from the Knicks, just say the Knicks didn't exist.
Nah, honestly, I really think this is like they'll be in the playoffs. They'll go far, but I don't think they're gonna win another chip. They might win one in the next 3 years. They might win one more within the next 3 years. But I don't think they're gonna be a dynasty where they're gonna dominate because of the way that the league is moving around the players. It's not. It wasn't easy for them this year, and it's not gonna be easy for them. You know.
So player movement is your reason why you don't think that's
Absolutely.
gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Rudeness.
Yeah, I agree. I was hoping that they could stay together, but if they can't, then yeah, maybe one. Shit, I don't even think they're gonna go to another one if they're gonna be moving players around because it's all about the chemistry. If you don't have the chemistry, how do you expect really to win a chip if you don't have the chemistry? So
Oh,
As of what?
Just-
Them being a dynasty or when? Nah, I can't see it. I don't think
why not though? Like why?
I don't think the league doesn't allow that anymore.
dynasty.
It can't have a dynasty unless you get like happen to get 3 of the greatest players assembled that play unselfishly and with the chemistry, but it still won't happen, man. I don't think that's gonna happen because first of all, the money. You can't pay 3 top stars top money.
Well, they gotta be tiers
But
to it, right?
yeah.
Obviously, SGA, Williams, and then Chet.
But I think Williams gonna get the most money to be in OKC, but will he stay there after a while?
I got
Because he can't. I don't even. If SGA getting that money, he's like, yo, nah. I was pivotal for that chip. So now I want more. Then I need a max contract too.
you. They probably get a max, but how many?
I
Are
don't
they
know any team. Yeah,
Are they 2 supermax players on the team?
I don't believe
It's just
so.
one supermax kind of dude and a max dude, right?
Trading it.
But you only could get it if you. I mean, if you. Well, yeah, you can have teammates make first and second team. All NBA to get the Supermax.
That's true.
So you actually got to be up to third if you make third team.
But SGA is on that other tier where, like that Jokic tier, where
You
get
can't.
like
Can't
80
mess
mil.
up. Yeah.
top Supermax, apron max.
Yeah.
P, no dynasty.
Nope.
How many more? 4 years.
4 years, they can compete for 2. I think it's not. I wouldn't even go on any of the talking points that y'all went to. I just think we're forgetting about other teams.
Yeah.
like,
Other teams are getting better, right?
I think other teams has the potential to get better. Other teams have the potential to get healthy, and the injury bug can bite at any time. We've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So you talk about, oh yeah, blah blah, and it takes one injury, then the dynasty's over. You
Right,
can't.
Dirk?
I'm never gonna talk. I'm never gonna talk dynasty after the first ring. That's ridiculous. Now, if they win next year, then we could talk about it because, all right, at least they went back to back. But we're not talking dynasty, bro. Like dynasty's way too early.
Also, too, in the case of OKC, they didn't dominate to look like
That's
they
a
could be
fact.
that shit.
That's
They won the
exactly what I'm
7
saying.
games,
Yeah.
They went to 7 games in 2 series.
Yeah.
3.
So what?
Game 1, they went to 7 and what they play in the first round?
Denver.
Denver was the
they won
second.
7.
Yeah.
Houston, they won 7.
Nah, I don't.
No,
Oh.
they didn't even play Houston. I'm bugging.
I'm not judging
Yeah,
on a
it's
7-game
true.
series.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
they-
saying they didn't. Yo, listen, when Golden State was, we consider them a dynasty, right? With all those
Yeah.
wins, I'm not the only one here.
No, you're right.
But
Who?
Golden
Golden
State,
State.
When they won.
they were wiping cats out, man.
Yeah.
So that's a little different.
Regular season,
it's-
they was wiping.
No, I'm
Not
talking
in the
about
playoffs,
playoff
bro.
series. They were,
Nah, bro.
They were winning like 4-1.
Wait, what? Wait.
Nah,
What is a dynasty to you? I think that's the most important question because what is a dynasty?
When you win more than one
Kobe
championship.
Lakers.
When you win like multiple chips, like in I don't know, let's
Like
say
in a certain year
like
span?
like a 7 year,
Celtics.
6-7 year span.
Bird Celtics, Magic Lakers.
Okay.
When you go
Bulls.
And they
possibly,
were in the same. They were
Okay,
dynasties
cool,
in the
cool,
same
cool.
time.
when you go
Bulls.
possible
All right,
three-peat.
cool. Right?
Golden
Do
State.
you
three-peat.
do you see that with this team? You don't.
Nah.
You don't.
I don't know, man. Yo, these kids is young, bro.
That's what I'm
22,
saying,
23.
and that's
These
why you see
YNs are
it.
young.
That's why you see it.
These
You see it
YNs
because
are
they're
young.
young, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I
son.
see it.
Yo,
You
SGA
don't
is not
see
gonna
that,
get worse.
bro.
Huh?
He's not gonna get worse. This
That's
kid
not
Williams
the
is
point.
not gonna
Other
get worse.
people's
bro.
gonna get better.
How old?
Though.
SGA is like
Yeah.
27.
Who?
Who? Give me a team. Give me a team.
That's what I'm saying. What are we
They're
talking
gonna
about,
take a
bro?
while. San Antonio ready yet?
Houston.
Houston just got better.
just traded.
Stop it with
Come on,
that.
come on,
Yo,
come on,
you
come on,
You
come
don't think
on, come
Houston
on.
got better?
Who?
They're gonna win 60
Who?
games.
Houston?
bro.
Houston.
With KD?
They just traded Green. Okay, how they gonna get better?
Who?
They got KD.
Houston. So what? They just traded Green. Now, if Green and KD was on the same squad, now we going off topic. But if Green and KD was on the same squad, I
And
see
they
your
got rid of
point.
Dillon
But you
Brooks,
don't get
too.
rid of Green.
Yes, you do.
You had to if you want KD.
Yes, you do.
And how you get better then?
We don't
What
know.
are you
gotta-
talking about?
We got a
So-
segment
so
for the
hold on, so
KD
Green-
trade,
no,
yo.
hold
Let's
on.
save the KD trade.
Yeah,
transition into that.
Oh yeah, we done with the finals. We're gonna come back with these Lakers, man. We gotta talk about LeBron. Yes. Gotcha, P. You didn't think we was talking about
All
LeBron today.
right, y'all can.
LeBron
right back,
James.
LeBron James.
Sportsmanlike conduct.